Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Simple English Cast, your friendly place to learn English step by step in a simple way.
Hi, everyone. I'm Meera, and I'm really excited to be here today.
And I'm Alex, and today's topic is something everyone loves.
Let me guess. Is it food?
Exactly. It's food.
I love this topic already.
Same here, because food is not just about eating. It's about feelings, memories, and connection.
Alex, why do you think food is such a great topic for learning English?
That's a great question, Meera. And honestly, food is one of the easiest topics to talk about because everyone has something to say.
That's true. Even beginners can talk about food.
Exactly. You don't need difficult words. You just need simple sentences.
Like, I like pizza, or I love chocolate.
Yes, and then you can go deeper by adding reasons.
So instead of just saying, I like pizza, we can say,
I like pizza because it's cheesy and delicious.
that already sounds much better.
All right, Meera, let me ask you, what's your favorite food?
I would say pasta.
Pasta? Nice choice. What kind of pasta do you like?
I love creamy pasta with cheese and herbs. It feels comforting.
That sounds amazing. Now, tell me, why do you like it?
I like it because it's warm, smooth, and it reminds me of relaxing evenings.
That's beautiful. See, everyone, this is the key. Always say why.
Yes, because why makes your answer interesting and personal.
Exactly. Now, my turn. I love burgers.
Oh, really? What kind of burgers?
Grilled chicken burgers with crispy lettuce and a little sauce.
That sounds delicious.
All right, everyone. Now it's your turn.
Yes, don't just listen, speak with us.
Repeat after me. My favorite food is pasta because it's creamy.
Good. Now again, my favorite food is pasta because it's creamy.
Great job. Now try your own sentence.
Say it out loud, even if you're alone.
Now let's learn some simple words to describe food.
Yes, these words are very useful and easy to remember.
First word, sweet.
Sweet means sugary, like candy or cake.
Next, salty.
Salty means it has salt, like chips.
Now, spicy.
Spicy means it burns a little in your mouth.
And sour.
Sour is like lemon. It makes your face react.
Let's add more. Crispy.
Crispy means it makes a crunch sound.
And soft.
Soft means easy to chew.
Last one, juicy.
Juicy means full of liquid.
Let's play a quick game.
Yes, I love games.
I'll say a food, you describe it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Chocolate.
Chocolate is sweet, smooth, and delicious.
Perfect. Next, chips.
Chips are crispy, salty, and crunchy.
Excellent. Now you try at home.
Alex, food is not just taste, right?
Absolutely. Food is connected to emotions.
Like comfort food.
Yes, comfort food makes you feel safe.
For me, soup feels comforting.
For me, it's warm bread.
That's nice.
Now let's practice restaurant English.
Okay, you be the waiter.
Good evening. Are you ready to order?
Yes, I'd like pasta, please.
Would you like something to drink?
Yes, I'll have juice, please.
Perfect. See how simple that is?
Very simple and polite.
Let's learn some natural phrases.
First, I'm a big fan of.
Second, I can't live without.
Third, I'm craving.
Repeat with us. I'm craving chocolate.
Good job.
Now, what if you don't like something?
Don't say, I hate it. Instead, say, it's not my thing.
Or, I'm not a big fan of it. Have you tried international food, Meera?
Yes, I've tried sushi, pasta, and tacos.
That's great. Food helps us learn about cultures.
Let's talk about cooking.
Yes. Chop, mix, boil, fry, bake.
These are action words.
Today we learned
Favorite food sentences,
describing words,
Useful phrases.
Restaurant English.
Now your homework.
Talk about food this week.
Ask someone, what's your favorite food?
And answer with reasons. Will help you speak more naturally, more confidently, and more emotionally.
Winnie, many learners understand English, but they struggle to speak.
That's true. And the biggest problem is they think in their native language first.
Yes, they translate everything, and that slows them down.
So today, let's help them think directly in English.
But how can someone do that?
Start simple. Look at your food and describe it in English in your mind.
Like, this soup is hot. It smells good. I want to eat it.
Exactly. No translation, just simple thoughts.
That feels much easier and more natural.
Let's imagine a real situation. You are in a restaurant.
Okay, I'm ready.
But this time, something goes wrong.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, real life is not always perfect. Good evening. Are you ready to order?
Yes, I'd like grilled chicken, please.
I'm sorry, we don't have that today.
Oh, okay. What do you recommend?
That's perfect. Breaks roll, teaching tone.
Really?
Yes, because instead of stopping, you continued the conversation.
So it's okay if something unexpected happens?
Absolutely. That's where real English happens.
Winnie, many learners give short answers and then stop.
Yes, like, I like pizza, and nothing more.
So how can we extend our answers?
Use this simple formula. Answer plus reason plus extra detail.
Can you give an example?
Of course. I like pizza because it's cheesy, and I usually eat it with my friends on weekends.
That sounds like a real conversation.
Exactly. Now you're not just speaking, you're sharing.
I think storytelling is powerful.
It is, and food is a great way to tell stories.
Let's try one.
Okay. A gentle storytelling tone. Okay. One day, I was feeling really tired, and I didn't want to cook.
Then what happened?
I ordered a simple meal, and when I took the first bite, it reminded me of my childhood.
Wow, that creates emotion.
Yes, stories make your English memorable.
Winnie, can we talk about fear?
Of course.
Many learners feel nervous speaking English, especially in public.
That's completely normal.
What should they do?
Start small. Speak in safe situations.
Like talking to yourself?
Yes, or talking to a friend.
Or even describing your food while eating?
Exactly. That's simple but powerful. Let's do a quick exercise.
Okay.
Okay, imagine you are eating something right now.
I'm imagining a sandwich.
Good. Now describe it quickly. Don't think too much.
It is soft, warm, and tasty.
Perfect.
That actually felt easy.
Because you didn't overthink.
Let's talk about mistakes.
Yes, because mistakes are part of learning.
What's a common mistake?
Saying, I am like pizza.
Oh yes, laugh softly.
Correct sentence is, I like pizza.
Simple difference, but important.
Another mistake, using too many difficult words.
Yes, learners try to sound smart, but it becomes confusing.
Keep it simple. Simple English is powerful.
Let's do a natural conversation.
Okay, I'll be your friend. Hey, what did you eat today?
I had pasta. It was creamy and delicious.
Nice. Did you cook it?
No, I ordered it, but I want to learn cooking.
That's great. See? Short, simple, natural. Consistency is important, right?
Yes, daily practice is the key.
Even 5 minutes?
Even 2 minutes, but every day.
That feels achievable. Now, we're going deeper than ever before. This is where real transformation begins.
Alex, let's talk about pressure, real-life pressure.
Yes, that moment when someone suddenly speaks to you in English.
Your mind goes blank,
Your heart beats faster.
and you think, what do I say?
Let's imagine a situation.
Okay.
You are sitting in a cafe,
You're relaxed, enjoying your food.
and suddenly, a stranger sits next to you.
They smile and say,
Hey, that looks good. What are you eating? This is the moment.
Yes, this is the moment learners fear.
So what should we do in that moment? First, don't panic.
Easier said than done.
True, but here's a simple trick.
That's it?
Yes.
Can you show an example?
Oh, it's just a sandwich. It's really good.
That's so simple.
Exactly. Simple English works under pressure.
But what if we want to sound better?
Then we upgrade slowly, step by step. Level 1, it's a sandwich. Level 2, it's a sandwich, it tastes good. Level 3, it's a sandwich, it tastes really good, I like the flavor. Level 4, it's a sandwich, it tastes really good, I come here often because the food is fresh.
Wow, that's a big difference.
Yes, and you don't need perfect grammar, just clear ideas.
Alex, can we create a full story?
Yes. Listen carefully. One day, I was traveling alone in a new city.
I didn't know anyone, and I felt nervous.
I went to a small cafe and ordered something simple.
And then someone started talking to me.
At first, I was scared.
But then I remembered, keep it simple.
So I said, "This food is really good. I like it."
And slowly the conversation continued.
And in that moment, I realized
I don't need perfect English.
I just need courage.
That's powerful.
Yes, because confidence is not about words.
It's about mindset.
Stop saying, "I can't speak English."
Start saying, I am learning to speak English.
Even better, I speak simple English every day.
Can we give them a system?
Yes, a simple daily system. Step 1, observe. Look at your food. Step 2, describe.
This is warm, soft, tasty.
Step 3, expand. I like it because it feels comforting.
Step 4, connect.
It reminds me of a happy moment.
Step 5, speak.
Say it out loud.
That's a complete system.
Yes, and anyone can follow it. Now, let's challenge you.
Yes, this is important.
Speak for 30 seconds about your food.
No stopping, no thinking too much.
Just speak. We complete the journey.
Alex, many people think fluency means speaking fast.
Yes, but that's not true.
So what is real fluency?
Real fluency is speaking clearly, comfortably, and naturally.
Even if it's slow?
Especially if it's slow.
Let's talk about accent. Many learners worry about it.
Yes, they think they need a perfect accent.
But do they?
No, you don't need a perfect accent. You need a clear accent.
So clarity is more important than perfection?
Exactly. Speak in a way people understand you. Here's a simple trick. Stress important words. Example, I love this food. It's really good.
That already sounds more natural.
Yes, because English has rhythm.
Let's do a more advanced conversation.
Okay, like two friends talking. Hey, have you tried that new place?
Yeah, I went there yesterday.
Oh, nice. How was the food?
Honestly, it was amazing.
Really? What did you have?
I had grilled vegetables and a creamy dish.
Would you go again?
Definitely. I'm actually planning to go this weekend.
See? Natural pauses, simple sentences, real emotion.
Alex, can we give them some powerful lines?
Yes, lines that make conversations interesting. This is one of the best things I've ever eaten. I didn't expect it, but it was incredible. I can't stop thinking about that taste. You have to try this, seriously. It looks simple, but it's amazing.
These sound very natural.
And very engaging.
Let's finish the story we started.
Yes. Slow, emotional tone. That day, in the cafe.
I was nervous. My hands felt cold.
But I decided, slight emphasis, to try.
I spoke, slowly, with simple words.
And something changed. Soft tone.
The conversation didn't stop.
It continued.
We talked about food.
We laughed.
And in that moment, emotional pause.
I forgot I was afraid.
That was the day. I realized,
English is not about perfection. It's about connection.
let's give them one final system.
Yes, your fluency formula. Speak daily, even 2 minutes. Use simple sentences. Add feelings and reasons. Don't fear mistakes. Focus on communication.
If you follow this, you will improve.
Not someday, but every day. Now, energized tone, one last practice.
Yes, give it your best.
Say this with feeling. My favorite food is because.
Now expand it. It makes me feel...
Now connected. It reminds me of.
You started this journey with hesitation.
Now you have confidence.
You started with silence.
Now you have a voice.
And this is just the beginning, soft tone.
Keep practicing.
Keep growing.
Keep believing in yourself. And never stop speaking English.